Blog Talk Radio.
F-A-T-C-A-T, and y'all rockin' a Fat Cat Show. This is my show. F-A-T, what's the time on you?
Say it one more time,
F-A-T-C-A-T, and y'all rockin' a Fat Cat Show. This is my show. F-A-T, what's the time on you?
Here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it, so you niggas can't forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles Riddick, with my game up the bar, so your girl will let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue it. Cause if you found something better, you would sip Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians. Nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show is rocking. Fat Cat, remember that when your girl is shocking. When them headphones are knocking. Fat Cat Show and you don't stop the knocking.
F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat Show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you.
Say it one more time,
F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat Show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you.
Here we go.
Yo, what's cracking? You rocking with your boy, the thinking deacon, the sinister minister, the rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites. Y'all know who it is. It's Fat Cat, and my dog's supposed to be on here, but I'm gonna give him a roof. Y'all know who it is. That's T Satellite Bills when he decides to click in. I don't know what's going on with the with this internet or nothing like that. I guess so many people still being home, you know, that the circuits are overfilled and things are happening. But like always, you know, we want to welcome everybody to the Fat Cat Show. And as always, we always give our birthday shout outs and stuff like that. I want to give my shouts out to Mother Thomas, who birthday was yesterday, and I think she turned 88 or 87, so we want to give a round of applause to her. Yeah. And I think I don't know, I forgot, it slips my mind who else birthday was in this month. But charge it to the mind and not the heart. But we want to give our birthday shout outs as usual. And if you're celebrating a birthday, it's wonderful to be in the land of the living, that and spending these days that God has chose to give us. So let's give God a round of applause. He is worthy. So I don't know. He telling me to call him in. So let me see. I've been trying to call him in, but I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, there we go. What's going on, man?
What's up? I don't know, for some crazy reason, this never happened before. My laptop froze up.
Oh yeah, I know. I seen poor connection going on, but and also I want to say this. I want to give condolences to those who have lost loved ones, and I know it's a lot of grief lately, but joy will come in the morning. We of course, you know, last year and this year, you know, has been a rough patch for me, but in everything, I know that God is good. I was sitting thinking about my grandmother yesterday, and one of the things that I can appreciate, I kind of down social media a lot, but one of the things that I can appreciate is video. You know, years ago we wasn't able to go back and really look at video of loved ones and stuff like that, and keep archival footage, because most of the time you put it on the VHS tape, and you know, sometimes you know it'll get ruffled up and stuff like that. You have been lost the footage and all that stuff. But with Facebook, you can at least go back and look. And I was looking at old video of my grandmother, and it kind of brought joy to me to be able to like just because we had just celebrated her birthday on one of those occasions, and she was so cheerful and happy, and on the footage, you know, I prayed that the Lord will, you know, just be with her and extend her life. Sometimes a lot of things that we wish for, you know, it's not in God's will. You know, of course, we will want our loved ones to be with us for as long as we want to, but you know, God has His own will. You know, I guess that's why Jesus, when He came to the earth, He always said, "Not my will, but the will of Him that sent me." So, but I'm so happy for the life and the legacy of my grandparents. They were instrumental in raising me. So, yeah. Oh yeah. So anyway, man, what's happening with you today, man? What we got going on?
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to survive this hot weather. It's humid and hot.
Oh yeah. It is definitely
Away all the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm complaining, because I'm in no hurry to get back to that snow.
I know, so bad. Let me ask you this: are you a suit wearing person?
Nope. Do I have suits? Yep. Will I throw a suit on? Yeah.
Would you throw a suit on in the summer?
I don't know if I really want to be all musty and congested.
Let me. I just asked that. You know, just.
A lot of people don't know there's a difference between summer suits and winter suits. With the summer suits, it's lighter colors and lighter fabric.
Mm-hmm. Because let me ask you, because me and the other minister, we kind of go back and forth on this, and he is always like, because sometimes when I come to church, I don't throw on a suit. You know, I'm
sure that I don't know.
You know, because I would, you know, even though I do for the most part, I wear my suits, but all the time when I come to church, I don't wear suits. You know, and then if you look in this generation now, most of these pastors are younger, and you might see them up there with some with T-shirts with some kind of religious a Bible verse or some religious saying or something on the shirt.
What you got on, man? It's about the word that you're preaching. That's what it's supposed to be about.
You kind of muffled.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you not on your mic?
Yeah, I'm about to call in Skype.
Oh yeah, because you real muffled, so it's hard to make out your words. So, but you know, because tomorrow, you know, I know I have to help conduct the pulpit and stuff like that tomorrow. So you know, and I was trying to.
You got air in the church?
Huh?
You got air in the church?
Yeah. We got air. We got two. We don't have central air, but we got two air conditioners.
It stays cool though, right?
For somewhat, it'll get kind of cool in there, and we got that big old metal fan in there too that circulates the air. And we still a work in progress getting everything together. So, you know.
Do you have that on fan?
I cannot hear you.
I said, do you have the funeral home fan?
Yo, the funeral home. Oh yeah, we had them for years in that church. I found a box of them. Yep.
What funeral home you got on there?
Cantrell.
Mm.
Cantrell Senior and my grandfather were good friends. You know,
Oh, really?
yeah. They were good friends and stuff, but the son was the one that kind of like messed the business up. After the old man got too old to run it, the son was the one that kind of he lost his license and all that stuff, and so man, you gotta hurry up and call because yo,
I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now, man.
because you're very 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 muffled.
All right, hang me up. I'm about to call.
All right, yeah, but anyway, as I was saying before, I'm thanking everybody that choose to tune in today. It's a very, very, very hot day out there today. I can say that, and we is. Wait a minute, is this him? Okay, there we go. Yo.
Yo.
Okay, make sure you hang that other line up.
I did.
Okay. So, but okay, there you go. But anyway, man, yeah, it was a real scorcher today, and we went out. I want to thank what. Also, I'm so rude. I want to shout out my uncle and the pastor of Lord of Lords Christian Church, Pastor Calvin Glass, for giving us the resources to pass out fruit and stuff at our church. We did a small little outreach, and when the Lord blesses you with things, you should bless others with your gifts also. So I want to thank Pastor Calvin Glass from Lord of Lord Christian Church. Amen.
Lord.
What you say?
I said, Lord and Lords.
Lord of Lords, Lord of Lords. But and once again, we want to ask those that are watching, which I don't know, it look like everybody might be out, because I know a lot of people was talking about hitting Belle Isle, and I was hearing, yeah, a lot of people was talking about hitting Belle Isle, and it was and I seen a lot of people on Facebook talking about how crowded it is out there and all that. That type of stuff just don't excite me no more.
I know it's dangerous too.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel like risking my life.
Yeah. And so those who might be listening, make sure you subscribe to the Fat Cat Show Network, and also check us out on iHeart. You can check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Blog Talk Radio, TuneIn, Stitcher, all the above platforms. Check us out, y'all, and show your support. Make sure you subscribe. But anyway, I wanna go into man. I hear.
Hold on. You're getting a little feedback, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna go into our first topic of today, and the reason I bring this topic up because realistically it just happened to me, and I know you gonna call it out. You're gonna be like, man, I know what you would say, and the topic is things that shouldn't happen in a convo with black and white people, and to me, I'm bringing this up simply because we know all what's going on right now in the world today. The world has become racially sensitive, and I mean, we live in a sensitive world, period, anyway. And so you don't have to overcompensate in the conversation. I'm not a racist person, but I am kind of, to me, I'm a little bit.
Let me ask you this: can a white person call you bro?
Call me bro. To me, that's being kind of over the top.
Like, hey, bro.
That's being over the top.
And then give you a plate.
But let me tell you what happened to me. So
what happened to you?
So I came home. My wife got some of the fruit in the car, right? So naturally, I didn't want the fruit to go bad. So naturally, I try to, my neighbors out here, I try to, whenever I'm blessed, I try to bless people around me. So one of my neighbors down the street, Caucasian guy, I went down and he had two other guys down there with him on motorcycles. So I went down there. I said, hey, blah blah blah. I talked to my neighbors and I said, look, I got fruit down there. I said, so anybody that want some fruit, you can go down there and grab you a box or so. So the one guy was like, yeah, I just went to Kroger and grabbed a bunch of fruit, so I don't need it. So the other guy said, it was three of them. So the one guy said, nah, I don't need none. Then one said, I want to take some. He said, but I'm on my bike. He said, but I'm gonna check out and see if I said, well, we got separate little bags. You could probably put them in your saddle bag or something, whatever you need. So he went down there. So he was like, man, he said, I don't know. I went to the store and I was looking for me some good watermelon. So I'm like, he just said, I love watermelon. And so I got to look. I'm like, so automatically you like, when you mention, when a white person mention watermelon to you, you like, why aren't you emphasizing on watermelon so much?
That might have been in your head, bro.
Huh?
That one might have been in your head.
But that's kind of like one of them triggers automatically, that you.
But how about this one? I was on the golf course yesterday, right?
On the golf course.
One of the guys that we went with, we were around all these white folks. So he kept talking about, man, these N-words out here tripping. He kept saying the N-word. This cat is older than me. This cat is like 51 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, why are you talking like that? I'm talking about around these, when I say, because it's different kind of white people. It's white people that try to act black. It's white people that try to hip hop. But then there's the male white people. They ain't used to being around black people.
Right.
And that's what kind of white people it was. And every other word from this grown man was in this, in that. And I'm like, what's wrong with this cat?
Yes. And that's funny. See, and that's when I really got to be around the opposite race and stuff, and I really got to see that they were always trying to overcompensate for
what do you do when you got a job interview, something especially over the phone? You dealing with a white person, you would throw your white voice on, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't do that.
And just like with white people, they think they got to sound a certain way. That's the only way that we understand.
But I just don't like that. Oh man, your video freezing again. So satellite. Man, this thing just be acting up. Hello. Yo. There we go. Hello. But as I said before, just be yourself. Don't overcompensate for because let me try to get him back in. Okay. I don't know what's going on, bro.
It's Skype.
Yeah. I mean, I keep having poor connection on my end. So,
I'm telling you, too many people probably using it at the same time.
Yeah, but you got to call me back on it.
I'll call you back.
Yeah,
Right.
because I can't hear you in the muffled state. Call me back on. Yeah, but as I was saying, I just just have a normal conversation. You don't have to tell me how many black friends you have or nothing like that. I don't focus on that because it's certain things that seem suspicious when you try too hard. If you be organic, then more than likely we might bond and be better friends than trying to relate on some type of race topic because that's the heat of the day. We don't have to carry on like that because if we truly just if we truly just looking past skin color, we don't have to. I don't really have to say, okay, I'm friends with a white man. I'm friends, this and that. We don't have to take it to them levels. We are so much better than that. I'm just you know I would like to. I find a little solace in the fact that we're watching slowly that almost as like in the 60s, 50s and 60s when some whites fought on the side of blacks for civil rights, and I think some whites are tired of the racial disparities as far as opportunities and financially. I think you get tired of it because I don't want to see nobody mistreated. I'm the one that always root for the little guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to. I don't like the big fish in the pond. I'm always the one that's voting for the underdog. So that's my thing. Just be organic. Let's be friends on a organic note. We don't have to be like, well, I can't stand what is. I mean, we could talk about it. Ain't nothing wrong with talking about it because it might it might be something that you don't understand that I'm going through, but but other than just trying to push the envelope and the conversation sound all made up and fake sympathy and stuff like that, it just that's not a good look. I don't know, man. I'm sitting up here still waiting for satellite to hit us up. So if anybody is listening and you even had a moment like that with somebody from another ethnicity, you had one of the moments that you tried to talk with them and it got awkward, call the show. Let me know what that conversation was. Their number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I'm trying to. I don't know if he got back. Let me try him one more time. I don't know. He'll call back, but like I said, I don't know what was your convo? What conversation, awkward conversation, have you had? With people, and I think too, I think it's something cool and that we can learn from each other's culture. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I wasn't well diverse until I went up to college. I wasn't well diverse because my only experience with any other ethnic group was like, especially with dealing with my Caucasian brother. My only experience before college was dealing with them in department stores and malls like that, or so I never really chilled or nothing like that with whites until I went up to college, and then of course, I had my the different strokes because I got a chance to see, you know, generally cool people that was from other races. I mean, I blended in at school with Russians and Caucasians, Chinese, all the different, But then at the same time, I ran into ones that were quite racist, up at school, and I think going to Northwood, it was an institute at first. Our first year, me and Satellite's first year up there, it was an institute, and so we had our fair share of controversial moments with people from another race. And it's just sometimes things like that could be a boiling pot when you put too many ethnicities together, and really we don't know too much about each other, and sometimes it's a felling out process, and we and things you may cross the line and not even know it. It may be things that go against their culture, and it's just all about us not knowing, unless you just a blunt racist like Trump. He don't care what he say, but I always try to be careful that I don't offend other people. Am I direct sometimes on things I say? Yes, I am. I'm pretty much direct on a lot of things that I try to get out here, but I don't mean nobody no harm. I just believe in speaking my mind, but I could be sensitive to other people's issues. I'm not that one that's gonna wait till I see you kind of like tore down or anything, and then say something to you. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He's not calling or anything. I just don't. I don't know what's going on. Been waiting on him for a minute. But if y'all want to call and talk about any of these topics, that number is 646-564-9728. That's 9728, and you press 1 if you want to comment. I don't really have to read it out, but you can see it across the screen if you want to comment. But then once again, like I said, if you want to catch us on any other platform, what's up to my Periscope people that's watching? What's up to my YouTube people that's watching? What's up Facebook? What's up people that might be listening on Spotify, iHeart, Deezer, TuneIn, iTunes, Stitcher, all the above platforms, and make sure you subscribe to the Fat Cat Show Network on YouTube. I've been trying to get my subscribers up. I got $5,000 worth of equipment, but 5 subscribers. So, but anyway, I don't know how people build that. I'm not too much of a social media buff. I try to keep up as much as I can. I'm that one that I don't like typing as much. You got some people that type all day. My wife, man, she one of them. She types all day. But I want to put this out too. And I before I forget too, I want to say Happy Father's Day to those fathers out there that's doing they dizzle, that's taking care of business. All the fathers, that's handling business and all that. I want to give a shout out to my father, and we over the years we rekindled our relationship, and we're at a good spot, and I'm thankful for the Lord to my father. He may not have been there in the beginning, but my father is a God sent right now, and and I appreciate him more now than anything, because he could have still took the same approach that he did in before in the beginning of my life, but he chose to get just try to make up for what he didn't do early. Not saying that he's treat me like a baby or anything. Nah, he's not doing that. But we talk about me and stuff. Definitely we talk about me and stuff, and just learning and stuff like that. I don't know what's up with this guy. Look like I'm gonna be doing the whole show to myself. So, but I just want to wish everybody a happy, all the men, a happy Father's Day. Ladies, stop referring to yourself as men. Let the man have their day. Let us have our day. We know some of you are, you might have messed with some deadbeat dads and stuff like that, and you try to run that line of, yeah, I'm the mother and father. No, you're not. You're the mother. So let us have our day. That's a good thing. And to those too, this is my second year dealing with the loss of my grandfather. This would be the second Father's Day without him, and I think about him a lot because he molded me. He put a lot of the values that I have in myself right now. He instilled them into me, and number one being the fear of the Lord. And when you fear the Lord, that don't mean you like, oh no, that mean you hold God in reverence. You just want to be right by God. So I don't know what's up with this guy right here. I might have to give him a little call or something, or like if you just sitting here and you listening to me, you could give me a call on the show. I know somebody got some things to say. And oh, by the way too, I am going to be displaying my wife's upcoming jewelry on this channel. So y'all show your support to the Mean Queen. Make sure you check out paparazzi jewelry. That's Jayla's Jazzy Jewelry. We're gonna be flaunting her little jewelry. I think sometime in the next couple of days or so. So show your support to my wife and and buy, support her business, black owned. But let me see what's up with this guy. I don't know what's popping with him, man. He must got stolen internet or something. Let me see. What is this guy number? No, that's Michigan. But other than that, how are y'all keeping cool? What are you doing? I mean, I got a good. We got some good air system here, but it seems like it's so hot in the house right now that nothing is getting the house just right. I think I'm after the show I'm gonna go sit in the car with the air conditioner on. I don't know what's happening with this guy. He seems to not be answering the phone. But anyway, gotta keep the show rolling. I want to get into the next topic of today, and that was I know everybody, was it what's that, Monday, Tuesday? I think it was Monday. Remember when everybody was having the phone problems? Are you one of those ones that fell into that was having the phone problems? I know some people were saying that it was simply Metro and Verizon. Was it Verizon? I know I'm a Metro customer, and I know the beginning of the day, I went over to the church and I was and I had my phone was working pretty good the earlier part of the day, and I was over there doing some work, and I wanted to try to call my wife and my kids, to keep up, to keep in contact, because I was over there quite a bit. But for some reason, that was Monday. I couldn't get through to them after a while, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm hitting the phone and all that, can't get through, can't call my family, check and see what's going on, can't call my daughter. My daughter, she hate when I'm away from home for a little bit, so she get to calling me. So I wasn't able to reach nobody. So then my other brother from the church, we tried calling each other phones. We couldn't get through to each other or nothing. And so we was wondering, like, what, I wanted to throw my conspiracy theories on there first, but I don't like to be, what they call it, CSI or nothing like that. But I kind of looked at it like, wow, everybody's phone not working. Then finally I got home, my wife said, my phone not working, and so I knew it had to be something big for our phones not to be working. First I thought it was maybe that switch to 5G. They've been putting up these 5G towers in the middle of the night, and they put these towers up real sneak like, real sneak. You don't pay it no attention. You turn around and look, man, they got a big palace standing in front of you, 5G towers. And so, and they said what's done in the dark will come to light, and if you got to do something in the dark, it's something real sinister to it. So anyway, and so I got to looking on the internet, and I looked around and I seen somebody had an article posted about a COVID tracker being placed on the phone. And if you don't believe me or nothing like that, go to your phone, whatever phone you got, and go to your settings, and it'll show you the COVID tracker. Let me pull this this tracker up. Let me go to my settings. I know everybody should be on it by now, unless you under a rock. And so, wait a minute. This phone freezing. Come on now. Here we go. COVID-19 exposure. And what it says is that the app can notify you if you've been near someone who reported having COVID-19. The date, duration, and signal strength associated with an exposure will be shared with the app. Your phone uses Bluetooth to securely collect and share random IDs with other phones that are nearby. Random IDs are automatically deleted after 14 days. If you have COVID-19, you can choose to share your phone's random ID with the app so it can notify others anonymously. Device location needs to be on to detect Bluetooth devices near you. However, COVID-19 exposure notifications don't use device location. So basically, they put something on our phones that we didn't know about, and they did it so sneaky, and it just seemed like now that they are forcing us to comply. I think the next thing they're gonna start doing is forcing us to take these little vaccines. And the funny part about that, now they're pushing this thing so bad, because at first we had to for your kids in school, a lot of people don't believe in the vaccinations. I got a friend that took his kids out just so they don't get vaccinated with that, with whatever, because I'm a firm believer that they are giving our kids ADHD and making them autistic with these shots. Of course, we shared the story before that that our son, me and my wife's son, is on the spectrum autistic, but he was a pretty normal child all the way up until he started getting these shots, and I don't believe it. So now he hasn't been vaccinated in a long while. So now we just got a letter in the mail since he's going to the 7th grade. Now they telling us that he won't be able to return to school unless he gets vaccinated, and I'm very, 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 very worried about that. I don't. Wait a minute. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Okay. Hey, so what was happening, man?
I don't know. I couldn't get on Skype.
Wow. So, but anyway, I was just.
No, I was hearing you talk about how 5G was disturbing everybody phone yesterday.
No, I didn't say 5G disturbed it, but I thought that was one of the reasons why, one of my theories why our phones wasn't working. Maybe they switched us over to 5G, and so
I don't know if you know, but 5G been out for a minute.
Yeah, well, some people still operating on 4. So, but they put a COVID tracker on our phones. So, did you look at that? Did you get a chance to look at that?
No.
What service are you with?
Boost Mobile.
Boost Mobile. Go to your settings, and it'll show you that it's a COVID tracker on there, and it tells you when you turn it on, it tells you whether you came in contact or exposed. That show you that they tracking whether you came into contact with somebody that was COVID-19 positive.
Oh, okay.
And so,
so they're keeping track of all the people that have the COVID-19.
Yeah,
and through the cell phone, they'll know where they are, and they'll let you know that you've been in contact with that particular person, or been in the areas where they've been. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. So they said it'll share the information. Did you listen to when I read what was on the
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So it informs you. That's the scary part about it. Like, we sharing information. Like, back if they talking about letting a person know anonymously that they came in contact with somebody that was, you know what I'm saying? So
let me ask you a question, okay?
Yeah.
What if they had HIV or AIDS tracker like that?
Oh, dog.
I'm saying you hollering at somebody at the bar or the club or the grocery store, and your phone lets you know you came in contact with somebody that has HIV.
But let me ask you something. Let me ask you this. That don't spook you out a bit to know that your privacy is just being violated? That don't.
I'm talking about if it can save my life, I don't mind my privacy being invaded. If they can inject people with glow-in-the-dark medicine, I would take that. Like, when the lights go out, they glow in the dark, and it lets you know that person has COVID-19.
Oh, boy. You know what? Those right-wing groups, boy, if they heard you talk like that, they'd be mad as hell. They'd be ready to take, you're violating our rights, you know.
At least you'll be alive to be angry. Dead people don't get upset about nothing.
Yeah, like you're gonna be like,
have you ever went to a funeral and seen somebody laying in the casket looking upset?
Damn, I'm dead. I'm mad. Yeah, man, but
hey, let me bring this up. I know I skip the subject a lot. Let me bring this up about the statues that's coming down.
Mm-hmm.
The Confederate statues that should have never been up in the first place.
Mm-hmm. You seen that like they making a push to even change the name of Cass Tech. Somebody put that on their page yesterday because the school was named out. He was a slave trader.
But what if they had a school called Adolf Hitler University? You see what I'm saying? That stuff matters to us. But they made sure they didn't teach us about Cass Tech, the slave owner. We didn't know anything about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like earlier today. This is something I didn't know. I read. I learned about when I was young. George Washington had wooden teeth. No, he didn't have wooden teeth. He had teeth of slaves in his mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. You know.
And then they try to make George Washington out to be a good guy, like he wanted to free all the slaves after him and his wife died. If he was that concerned about families being separated, do it right then and there. Why you gotta wait till somebody is dead?
Yeah, it's that. But you know what gets me too is just like even now, you know, remember a couple of years ago, it was just coming out that Andrew Jackson had all these black descendant kids. These I'm talking
about that's nothing to be proud of. That means he was raping people.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that they were trying, that the black kids were trying, the descendants were trying to, inherit.
Well, they got as much chances of that happening for us to get reparation checks.
and you know what? And that's the thing. I don't want to get deep into this conversation because our main topic is going to address a lot of the quote unquote things about race and all that. So I really don't want to. But one of the things that I wanted to bring up, because I know you didn't really get a chance to really expound on it, was like, what's one of the biggest things that irk you, like when you having a conversation with someone from the opposite sex and they say a certain thing. One of the things that irked me is I got a lot of black friends.
Oh, you mean not the opposite sex? You talking about the opposite color?
Color, yeah. I said sex. Sorry, the opposite color. When they say I got a lot of black friends. And you don't even ask them; they just put it out there.
I'm saying you have to. Sometimes you have to be a whole lot sarcastic with them. When I used to, I did sales for Wide Open West. It's a cable company, and I would go back there with the techs, the people that did the installs, and they was having this conversation. Like, I went into this apartment complex, and the whole complex smelled like chicken. I was like, oh yeah. I'm just listening. They said they went to a hood apartment complex, and the whole complex smelled like chicken. I didn't even work there, so the guys didn't even know me. So I said real loud, and in the lunch area, I said, yeah, I went to a trailer park. All I smelled was tuna casserole. And the guy said, look, man, I wasn't trying to be racist when I said that. And I said, me either.
Wow. Look at you. I really don't know what to say about that. I thought you're supposed to turn the other cheek.
Who said that?
Huh?
Who said that?
Huh?
Who said that?
I thought you supposed to turn the other cheek, man.
Get the other side. I'd rather wait till you turn around and kick you in your back.
I don't know, man, but anyway, I'm gonna get before we get into our main topic. We do got some award that we need to give out, and I think and this is called the Uncle Tom Tap Dancing Award, and we have 2 nominees, and we want to properly give the award out, and then we, as we make this segment a little bit more popular, we want people to be able to give your pick, and maybe we'll select out of your picks who we will choose for the Uncle Tom Tap Dancing Award. So our 2 nominees for today, as you can see, are Clarence Thomas and Ben Carson. Neither of who I too much care about, because Clarence Thomas been a sellout for the longest, man. So I remember watching him during before, when he became the Supreme Court justice, and he had that controversy with Anita Hill, and just, I mean, he showed his colors, true shine. He let it shine through, and I think one of the things that I was surprised to find out, especially being born in Alabama, stop this music, man. One of the things that I found real disturbing, that especially being a man that was born in the South in Alabama, the heart of segregation and all of that, and for him to become who he became, a powerful figure. I think didn't he wasn't he the one that replaced Thurgood Marshall? Didn't?
I have no idea.
But I want to say he did replace him, but for him to vote down affirmative action, I know some liberal black people didn't like affirmative action. What was your thoughts on affirmative action? Did you? I'm
real iffy on the whole affirmative action thing, because it did nothing to help black people, really. It was necessary. Look, affirmative action was necessary because we couldn't enter the workforce on an even plane. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was necessary. So let me take that back. It was necessary, and I do understand it.
Okay. So
when somebody say they got to have certain amount of blacks in the workplace or in certain schools, they do that because a certain amount of black people wasn't being allowed into the schools or the workplace.
Yeah.
So affirmative action was like making them do that.
Right.
So it was necessary. And a lot of complaints with a lot of white people, they said affirmative action gave them the jobs. Look, if you did us right, we wouldn't have to have affirmative action. How about that?
Right. And a lot of them were calling it reverse racism.
Look, like I said, if things was fair with us, we wouldn't need it. Period. But things were not unfair at all, so we did need it.
Now, our next candidate, Ben Carson. I know that's not.
I hate him, man. I hate.
Hey, that's a strong word, and I think
hate.
The thing that got me with him is, he said, we need to stop dwelling on the past and move forward. Stop tearing down historical statues. And one of the things that, I mean, that's that's some of the things I think that the most racist white person would say. Because I think I said this before. Not that I'm looking for a handout, but I think slavery took so much away from black people, and I think even if they gave us $1 trillion reparations, I still don't think that's enough. For everything that was done.
I think it's true.
I'm just saying, I just don't think it's enough for what happened, in the past, because
I'm saying they need to do something to put us on an even playing field.
Yeah, they do.
Something needs to be happening because our ancestors work for free.
Yeah,
we help build this country, and we get treated the worst. I'm saying that's a big slap in the face to have the Confederate statues up. I'm talking about if you go against the United States, those are terrorists, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got statues that help celebrate terrorists.
Yeah, so we want to get into who do we nominate for the Uncle Tom Tap Dancing Award?
Ben Carson all day.
Ben Carson, you think his?
I think he's a idiot that's stuck in the matrix.
Okay, what stands out more to you with him than Clarence Thomas?
He goes along with everything Trump says, and he actually believes it. I think he's a brilliant surgeon, but that's what he needs to do: stay in the medical field. Politics is not his thing.
Mm-hmm. And I seen him, a lot of things. I think I seen him because he's over hood now, right? And
right.
So the thing that I look at now is that I know he's simply the token guy, because that's not his field. Hood is not his field, and I think that was just a position Trump put him in just to have a token.
The guy has no common sense, period.
And so
I'm talking about back in the day when the slaves ran away, that'd be the guy that'd tell on you. You went over there, Massa.
And I think one of the things he said, if he was quoted saying that if the poor want more government assistance, they should have to pay higher rent. And I think he pushing forth that to, I think one thing too that I want to get across, and I don't want to sound too Uncle Tomish, but I think
Tom.
Hey, yours too. but I agree that most of these people that the people that live, like, let's say, in this affordable housing thing, affordable housing and all of that kind of like take advantage of the system.
But what you got to understand is, and what you got to think about is, why are they there?
Okay, break it down.
Okay, they're there because they can't get certain jobs. They can't get certain jobs because they have substandard education.
Okay, what about the person that steady, like, say, milk the system and just and say, okay, I'm not even gonna try to better myself. I'm just gonna stay in this hellhole, smoke weed, sell my.
But the majority of the people are not like that.
I know, but I'm just saying you have, but you do. But I'm just speaking on people that I know personally that do it.
But I'm saying the majority of the people are not draining the system.
Yeah.
They don't want to even be on the systems, and people do need the help, and that's why the system is set up to help people. But it's the reason why you don't see most of your check.
Do you believe that they should get it should be drug testing for people on the system?
No, you know why? You know why I say no? Because the only people that they're gonna make drug tests is black
people. Yeah. So
that's the only people. Like when they say they should do this and that to prisoners, they should send them to an army. I mean, not army, an island, or castrate rapists. But how many black people do you know that's in jail right now for crimes they didn't commit?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this, so we can get into our main topic. Did you select Ben Carson?
Hell no.
Huh?
Hell no. See, I knew about Bill Carson because somebody was driving down my street and threw his book out the window, his autobiography out the window, and I picked it up and I read it. And I said, this dude is retarded.
So, okay, we kind of split on this one. For our first one, I give the award to Clarence Thomas. I think he's the Uncle Tom tap dancing, Mr. Bojangles dancing award recipient. But it's between y'all what y'all wanted to do. I mean, you can you could do the vote. You could either pick Clarence Thomas or Ben Carson. We'll tally up the votes and we'll give the award on the next show. So we're gonna get into our main topic for today. And our main topic for today is, first we want to say from yesterday, happy Juneteenth. And this topic is happy Juneteenth. Should we be happy? Should we be happy? I know the discussion with most businesses and corporations now, and even in the federal government, as far as making Juneteenth a holiday.
And I think it should get some kind of recognition, even on Facebook, because Facebook creates gay pride icons that you can use for your profile pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about in a heartbeat. When it's some kind of natural disaster, you can change your profile icon.
Mm-hmm.
But for Juneteenth, nothing.
It said nothing, huh?
Period. And you know what kills me? You got all these young kids that fire M80s and firecrackers all month long.
Mm-hmm.
You'll celebrate 4th of July, but nobody celebrate when black people got their freedom out of slavery. But you will celebrate 4th of July. These are things that we wouldn't taught in school. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? The thing about Juneteenth, and in all honesty, this is my first time hearing about it. But I didn't know what they called it, but I knew that in certain parts of the country that when the Emancipation Proclamation and stuff was signed, and they freed the slaves and all that, I knew that some of those states didn't let them know until years later that they were free. Yeah, 2 years later. I know. But
the thing is, they created another system since the slaves were free. Jim Crow.
Yep. And
so they always create something to make sure, we're not on the even playing field.
And the 13th Amendment. Did you watch that documentary? And basically that documentary angered me so bad because it just it gave them the legal right to enslave you. And then one of the tricks that we were always caught up in the white supremacy tricks. And once what they was doing was once the slaves were free, they were arresting them for vagrancy and basically putting them back into the system, to get free labor off of them.
But it's the same thing how the private prison system does. Same thing. They getting all this free labor because up in the prisons, they're not just making license plates and this and that. They making goods and stuff and reselling them.
Coffins.
They grow crops and they sell them. That's free labor. What do they make per hour? 23 cents, if that.
Something like that. Yeah.
I don't even think it's 23 cents, but it ain't nothing but a form of slavery. What was those judges that they got locked up? They was harsh sentences.
Yeah, basically helping out the prison system, getting
because they got to be they got to have a certain amount of people, in those cells in order to be productive.
Right. I'm
No, to get the funding from the state.
But let me ask you this:
it's got to be filled to capacity.
Let me ask you this: do you think most of this stuff that is happening? I think you would have to be Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles to see that they see a shift in the thinking of the people, and I think that the last thing that they want to see really is us is black people waking up and saying, hey, we not gonna take this no more. But really
when black people start waking up,
wait a minute,
you know what they're gonna do?
Wait a minute, this is what I was about to say. They really don't want to see black people waking up, and the really thing that they really don't want to see is white people joining them in the revolution of this thing. Because if you think about it, I don't even understand why, well, I know in hindsight, but there are what they call them, the militia groups that are ready to overthrow the government. You know what I'm saying? But their focus is more on black. Their focus is more on what moves are these specific people about to make, and we got militia groups that's all up in the woods, loaded up, ready to take the government on, and you saw it like right during the height of the COVID in Michigan when those people stormed up there to Lansing with the guns, and they ready to go to battle against that. And I think if we, but they wouldn't let us get away with the same type of stuff if we had that mindset to hey, freedom or death. I think that's when really this thing will start turning around, really, if we had that mindset.
But we don't have that mindset. And if we had that mindset, you would see the cops killing another black person in front of people, and nobody jumped in to help. They just pulled out their phone and recorded it.
I was talking to Will the other day, and Will said something that really struck me. I mean, we did all of this. It wasn't really us. It was more, all the destruction that was taking place, all of the protesting and stuff like that. But they didn't go to that cop's house that actually put the knee in his neck. They didn't go to his house and burn his stuff up. They didn't take it to his house, and they knew where this man lived.
Because we got a bunch of cowards, and I said this before, a bunch of cowards. But you gotta have if somebody feel brazen enough to walk into your community and kill your people in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. Because they know nobody's going to jump in and help. Nobody's going to risk their own life. Like, who they had guns? They might kill us. Who said that revolution? Nobody's going to die in the revolution. It's going to be violent.
Right. Right. And that's what
And this is what I was trying to say. If black people start waking up, they're going to flood our community with drugs, like they did the Black Panther party. They're going to flood us with drugs. You keep them high and partying, and they'll stop being revolutionaries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I just, I think all of this stuff now is just to pacify us, to kind of
Pacify us for what?
like all of a sudden now you want to recognize Juneteenth, and now you want to tear down statues that been there since our great grandparents.
The reason why they doing all that, because you got white and black people that's recognizing this. They can give a F less if we recognize it, because our vote don't matter. You got pissed off young white kids. They don't want that.
Right. Right.
If it was all black people out there picking on what was going on, they would have started shooting in the crowd.
Right.
Or arresting everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It definitely. And and then just going back to, and it's funny to me how this kid that just got killed in Atlanta, Rashard Brooks. And it's funny to me how quick they came up with the video, some video of him, how he was trying to get his life together after he was locked up. And they came up with this video so quick, and in the video it had discussed how he can't seem to get on track because he felt like white supremacy is and the cops are messing with him and keeping him down. And they pulled this video out so quick. And the thing is, the media, and this is the only thing that I have to agree with, even though I don't like this man, but this is the only thing that I can only agree with Trump on, is how the media kind of sometimes takes fake news. And because I saw a clip on Facebook, and they put this clip up, and he was saying in the clip, he was saying, "I can't breathe." He said, "Oh, I can't breathe," and the headline was saying that he was teasing the Black Lives Matter movement, but it was an actual clip of him in his like for 4 years ago when he was on his campaign trail, and he was talking about one of the candidates choked. I think it was Bernie he was talking about. He said he choked, and he was like, "I can't breathe," but they twisted it, and so, but he do got a history of saying some foul stuff too. I don't totally agree with him, but I do know how the media can twist certain things to make, and I think they trying to spark outrage with us. Wallace said that he believed that they're trying to spark a race war, so they could.
That's what Wallace said.
Yeah, look at you. What you got to say?
I just said, if that's what Wallace says, that's the almighty Wallace.
So you don't believe that they're trying to spark a race war? Because
I believe it's been a war, and we the only ones that's not fighting. I'm talking about, do you think it's a war right now with us? I'm talking about unfair wages. unfair health care,
Mm-hmm.
unfair education.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't think it's a war going on right now, something's wrong with you.
Okay.
We the only one that's not fighting.
Let me say this. Okay. You've been chosen to lead the war. You know, you're our new Marcus Garvey. You've been chosen to be the general of this war. Where do you start first?
Like I said before, it's the same thing with the vote. Just voting alone won't change anything. How you raise your family, being involved in your community, all that stuff goes together. Just voting for a candidate won't change a thing.
Okay, but we talking about strategically now.
That's what I'm saying. Get involved in your community, meaning don't let anybody come inside your neighborhood and do you any kind of way. And there's 100 of y'all, and there's 4 of them.
Okay, so now
I'm talking about substandard education shouldn't be allowed. I was telling you when I was young, when we got our books,
mm-hmm.
you had to clean up in the back of the books because it was people's signatures, all the people that had that same book years before you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they got the new editions, we didn't get the new editions, we got the old editions. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they taught to us, some old information.
Yep.
What's going on? You got flying roaches over there?
No, man, these flies. I got a fly. I don't know. You got bed bugs. I don't know what you talking about. But anyway, man. Like I said, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm gonna give you the scenario. You okay? You the general, right? And you've been chosen to lead the front, the battle.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say two cops come into the neighborhood. They doing what you've seen with George Floyd.
Okay.
You lead the charge. Y'all push these cops off, and y'all fighting the cops off the guy. Then all of a sudden they call a squad in. What's your next move?
What's my next move?
Yeah.
The squad gonna have to start shooting, or we gonna shoot them. We got guns too. How about that? That's when the killers gonna stop, when they think he gonna shoot back.
But then they start calling the National Guard and all of this stuff.
And you can do all the crazy scenarios to go against anything I say you won't.
I'm just saying. No, I'm
ask me what would I do, and me giving my opinion, what would I do? Because I'm the general. I'm leading a revolution, right?
Mm-hmm.
But me telling people to protect your community, don't mean being afraid because they might call somebody else. Because like I said, nobody said a revolution is not going to be bloody.
No.
The problem is you don't have people that's willing to lose their life.
Yeah, and see that's the thing that I'm talking about, as far as, and I'm not saying about being scared. It's about anticipating your enemy and how they think, and then thinking ahead.
You gotta get some control over that fear.
Yeah,
because that's why those guys come in there 4 or 5 at a time, and they beat people mamas right in front of them. And people pull out their cell phones. They beating your mama, beating your sister, beating your little brother. Nobody do anything. And that's the whole thing, is fear. People, they're afraid if I jump in, the police might shoot up at me. I might go to jail. If you out here selling drugs, you out here drinking and driving, you risking your life, but you don't want to risk your life for the freedom of your people. or to save your mama or your daddy's life.
Right.
You risk your life with this other nonsense. Why not?
Popping pills, drinking syrup.
Yeah, why not risk your life for something that counts?
Amen. I don't have no argue with you, General Jaguar Patton. I don't have
yes, sir.
I don't have no argument with you. I just think we need to like be careful. I know they fear this younger generation of white college kids and the black college kids is all joining together, and they like, hey, we're tired of the bull crap. We tired of
because it's the young people that's pulling the statues down.
Yeah. Like
our generation, the cats our age, they didn't have enough nerve to do that because it would have got done already.
We were partiers, drinkers, and smokers.
Yeah. Remember what I told you before? I said when your ass start opening up, get them high, get them drunk, and that'll calm them down. You're gonna see a big influx of drugs in the black community. You'll start seeing it.
Yeah.
You start seeing a lot of these record labels sounding that these rappers that do that drug addict music.
Yeah, the Percocet and all that type.
Yeah, you'll see that.
Yep. Pushing.
If you want to keep people asleep, keep them high.
So who do you think right now? Because I know they doing all the pacifying now. Who in your eyes right now, in your mind, that you would see are like the biggest gatekeepers right now of the black community?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. Who do you think?
I think all the ones. I think probably LeBron James is probably one of them. I think
he's an athlete.
I know. I think he, Magic Johnson. I think he, because they're pushing this thing where they're trying to make people docile, and they're careful about it. Not that I agree with violence or anything. I'm a man of God, but I think right now the thing don't seem as the protesters don't seem as hype as it was or more spirit charged like it was in the beginning. It seemed like things are dying down, and I think I don't know if it's because of the bones that people think they throwing, like, oh, we giving you a holiday, oh, we're letting you, we're taking down the statues, oh,
you know what I see as far as the protesters, people, they still protesting. They still out here protesting hard. And people, they still pulling down statues.
Mm-hmm.
They did some today. They did a protest and put down some statues today.
Okay.
And I think I heard somebody say all lives matter, but the attention is being put on Black lives.
Mm-hmm.
Because I gotta be said, Black lives are being treated like they don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could say all lives matter, but guess what? I'm saying this for a reason. It ain't like we came up with this slogan or this saying for nothing. We trying to bring attention to Black lives.
Right. Yeah, it's something.
I just had an argument with one of my buddies. He was like, "Do you know some of the mission statement with Black Lives Matter? They don't even own the logo and this and that." And I say, "Look, are you talking about the logo, the company, or what people are saying and what it's representing. When people say Black Lives Matter, they saying black people. We ain't talking about no corporation. We ain't talking about no company. We talking about black lives. Do you understand?
Right. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. You froze. Satellite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah,
I'm here.
Your feed was freezing. I think it's still froze, as long as I can hear your voice. But yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about. I don't know if most of it. There you go. We were in the planning stages of things, and maybe that's why this was probably kind of calculated or what. But I don't know. I just hope that we have a real positive outcome, and that something real instrumental and stuff that will happen that will empower our next generation, because everything that we're doing right now is really not for us, it's for the generations to come. And if we fight a strong fight right now, the generation under us will have a ground to stand. You know, they can stand their ground and take it to the next level. But first, we have to establish a playing field, our own playing field, or our own battleground that we can bring the fight to the people that we need to bring it to. And I'm just, I'm looking. My oldest son is 22. My middle child, my second oldest oldest child is about to be 13. My youngest child, which is my daughter, is 11, and we have I have a lot of concerns about their future. I don't want to be that father that later on has to worry about my son being 15, 16, or even my oldest son or my daughter. Anybody that look like me can't go to the store, get a Skittle, can't drive to the park, can't do this and that without getting pulled over in a confrontation with the police. Something that's supposed to be a simple traffic stop escalates and life is lost. That's heartbreaking. I don't want that to ever happen. All the people that lost their lives, like Fernando Castillo, he simply complying with the rules of the cop and gets killed in front of his baby mama, wife, or whoever she was, and the daughter. And then you got my man Rashard Brooks, father of 5, killed. Could he have did something a little bit different? I think he was drunk. So I think if he was in the right mind, I think he would have took that DUI and
90 seconds.
He would have took that DUI and still been alive today. But I think the situation escalated once the other cop came. I think he could have really, the first cop could have said, "Look, my man, calm. I don't need you over here. Just stand and observe from your car. I don't need you." And I think that's what kind of like escalated the situation a little bit.
60 seconds.
So, but anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fat Cat Show today. Make sure you catch the replay. Share this post. Make sure you subscribe to the Fat Cat Show Network on YouTube. Subscribe. I need you, baby. Subscribe to that channel. Show your support. And like I said, my wife's jewelry, Jayla's Jazzy Jewelry, will be popping on this channel. So y'all tune in, show your love, and show your support for my lovely, lovely wife, we named this after my daughter. So with that all being said,
10 seconds.
and satellite done left already, I'm gonna tell you like I always tell you, peace. We up out of here. Yep.